There we go. Hopefully they won't care that much. Remember, you don't want to have your arms crossed. Be more inviting to our guests. Yes. Yeah, and don't lean in. You'll just completely crowd us out. Anyway, hopefully we've come in enough time, and we'll welcome everybody to another edition of Minerals Live. Hey, everybody.
Hey there.
It's been about 2 months, I think, since our last Minerals Live. You know, we have Alan Knox here on our team now, so he's crushing it on Instagram Live. And
we're going live on Instagram here shortly after this show, isn't that?
Yeah.
Fact?
Nice.
Yeah, you just don't even really need me anymore.
That's not true.
You get your collector's edge fix every few days.
That's right. And gosh, it's almost every day, isn't it? Were you doing that every day? Or?
We were doing it, but we found that we were having a hard time catching people, and then there were a lot of missed things. So I've kind of focused in on doing them once or twice a week.
Yeah.
And, posting the schedule so everybody has time to plan on which ones they can see versus not see, but,
Yeah. You don't want to get into that deal or no deal thing where you're on every night and just nobody watches anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I remember what that's like too closely.
Yeah. It's a good show. But anyway, Christopher Clark joining me here today with Alan Knox, preparing you for the Hardrock Summit.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. It was
is
great
gonna be
last year, and it's with everything more opened up, it's going to even be better this year.
Absolutely. The jewelry show, the AGTA is going to be joining us. And there's even going to be more upstairs, even besides the club show here in beautiful Denver, Colorado. Doesn't everybody out there want to be here in this picture?
Absolutely.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Come to Denver. You spend a couple of days at the show, you go up to the mountains for a few days, you come back, spend a couple of days at the Crown Plaza.
Had some museums.
Yeah, what a way to spend a week. I think
Absolutely.
everybody out there ought to think about that.
I want to say it's one of the reasons that Denver's such a highly coveted travel destination these days.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Plenty to do.
Indeed. And the most important part of the Hard Rock Summit, of course, if I can get this out of there, is the evolution part with the minerals, fossils, and meteorites, and the Collector's Edge minerals.
Absolutely.
Next Thursday through Sunday, September 8th through the 11th at the Colorado Convention Center. We encourage everyone to be there.
And as shown in the hand, we will even have some tanzanites.
Indeed, some very nice ones. So it proves to be a good thing, I think. If anybody has any questions besides what they want to ask us, you might visit the hardrocksummit.com website. They have lots of good information there, recommendations for hotels, and other things you can do in the area.
They even have like parking map and stuff on there too.
Yeah,
I think.
right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parking, I think, at the convention center itself, and also lots just very short distance, walking distance away from the convention center.
I didn't have any problems last year
No.
myself.
That is something that I've been getting a lot of questions and feedback on, but I think it's something that has been blown a little out of proportion. There's
Right.
lots of parking around that
There is.
building.
There is. Just the one complaint some people have is it's not free parking.
Yes, that is true. It is not free parking.
Yeah, it's the Colorado Convention Center, so
And I was about to say, there aren't many metro areas downtown that you can have free parking that I've ever been to.
Yep, it's true. But it's a beautiful facility, well worth the effort to get there. You can even see the little bear will be watching you as you walk in the door.
It is a gorgeous building.
It is indeed. And the show promoters, Christopher Kyleman is the main one, along with his friend Volker.
I think it's Volker.
Volker, okay.
I have no idea, honestly, though.
Yeah.
That's just what I've heard the most.
Anyway, they're a good team. Everything went off without a hitch last year, and the things should prove to do pretty well this year. Things have been pretty well organized so far, so we have no complaints. And as we mentioned, the AGTA will not be over at the Sheridan this year. It'll be right next to us at the Evolution on the same floor downstairs. So
I think it's cool that it's together now.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the industries, they're so adjacent and intermingled as it is. I don't know why we don't do more shows together.
Like this, right? Develop a little more crossover.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's the same customer bases that.
Go ahead.
No, that's all.
Okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, on the show floor, we Collector's Edge Minerals, led by our fearless leader, Brian K. Lees. We are going to have a bigger and better booth this year than we had last year. Twice the size, I believe.
Is it twice the size?
It's twice the size.
Yeah, it's big.
Yep. And you can see him here in our booth last year. It's beautiful. Last year's show theme was the Royal Gathering. It brought a lot of beautiful rotos together and created a huge stir. If you weren't able to make it last year, you really missed out.
I have to say, I can't count how many people I saw out there taking pictures with this case.
Right. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know that those pieces will be together again.
Yep. But this year will not be outdone either.
Mm-mm.
What do they call it again, guys?
The Golden Bonanza.
The Gold Bonanza, the ship of gold and everything is going to be there. The SS Central America.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a lot of golds. Beautiful golds. You can see these four. The Dragon's Lair, the Horn, and the Hardrock's Nugget will be there, along with a lot of, what do you call it?
Auxiliary pieces?
Auxiliary and recovered
the
artifacts.
recovered stuff. Yeah,
All the recovered artifacts.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen the dragon in person. I know I've seen the other three.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have actually seen the dragon if it was down at the Houston Museum in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Then I probably did see it.
And it was at the Tucson show 5 or 6 years ago, I want to say. It was on display there.
I think I missed that one. I remember seeing, I think the Hardrock's was there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that
a couple years ago, the Hardrock's Nugget and the Dragon's Lair, the one that was just prepared, the Australian piece that was just prepared.
And
I just remember Joel Barch running down the show floor with the dragon in his hand like this, just cruising along, and it's like, boy, if he trips,
That's
that thing's
terrifying.
toast.
That is a terrifying thought.
Yep. But the things you see at mineral shows. Anyway, any thoughts on all the wonderful good things that are going to be coming up here?
Well,
Feel free to chime in.
I am looking forward to seeing
Right.
those again. Like I said, I can't if I have seen the gold. I don't remember exactly how big it is. I'm picturing it being
Dragon,
about
yeah.
that big.
Yeah, I think it's about like that.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that one for sure, and just all the new vendors that we're going to have at the Hardrock Summit. Last year was a good year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people showed up, but we felt that probably still about half capacity, maybe less than what we really hoped for.
Yeah.
But we didn't even completely fill the room, but I think it was filled pretty much probably to a waiting list this year. I
believe so.
They've got everybody in there. There's additional show upstairs even, and
Club shows up.
Sparkle and Joy and everything. So it's going to be a full house.
Right.
Yeah,
It'll
plan for the day.
Be a serious event. And unfortunately, a lot of the European dealers and the Asian dealers were not able to make it last year, but that should be changing this year. So,
I'd say very few of them made it last year.
right. So, anywho, go back to there again. The gathering of the what do they call it again? The Royal Gathering. I can't remember that. I know. I'm sorry.
The Alma King, the Alma Queen.
Yeah, that was the first time the Alma King has been out of the Denver Museum since they got it from the Rice Museum.
I thought so.
I was trying to remember, was the gentleman in the photo from Alma?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you're right.
I think he had come down specifically for that.
I like his hat.
That for sure. And this is going to be our first show without Mr. Bailing.
Yeah.
The Stevenator.
The Stevenator, with Sutton in the background there. He will be around.
Lurking.
We will miss Mr. Bailing. He's out doing his consulting work. So if you need a consultant for your collection, contact.
Yeah, call that guy. He knows what he's talking about.
He really does.
Yep. And there'll
Do you think he'll be out? Do you think he'll be coming to the show?
Oh, I'm sure we'll
absolutely.
see him.
I assumed
We'll
he
see
would
him.
be, but I
He
haven't
has to
talked
be
him.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
If you're going to be a reputable appraiser and mineral consultant, you got to go to all the shows.
For sure.
So now you can even write off going to Munich and St. Marie.
Nice.
Yep. Anyway. And there'll be other wonderful dealers there as well. I won't mention the name of this particular dealer, but
I have several nice pieces from that dealer.
Yeah, she'll be there as well, along with many others. So sorry, shameless plug there.
Absolutely shameless.
And more wonderful notes on Sparkle and Joy. And I probably don't need all that. Where am I? Oh, yeah. I'm on the wrong line. Yes. The club show upstairs has lots of cool fossils. All kinds of interesting displays up there as well. Brian and Dave Monk are going to be putting in a combined couple of cases on the icons of Colorado.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah. So that'll be upstairs. They always have a nice UV display. I think Alan will have a UV display in his booth.
You guys will have a UV display
in our booth. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a subject for another show. But definitely you want to come down. This is where the club show's at this year. You definitely want to be there. The old merchandise mart that you see in this photo is no longer there. I think they're building apartments there now. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Really?
No longer there.
Hey, it'd be a hotel show. We could just have an apartment
There
show.
you go. We'll have an apartment show. And this guy, I don't know. Did you buy those glasses, or were you?
No, I was
just
trying them on.
modeling
Those are the tourmaline glasses that Naomi Hines makes. They're really
Okay.
cool. I like them. I've actually got some tourmaline slices. I may have her make me a pair.
Seeing life through rose-colored glasses. Is that what
Je
that's
vois la
about?
vie en rose.
All right. Anyway, and Alan, you're going to be spending most of your time out at the Crown Plaza.
Yes, I will visit you guys at the Hardrock Summit. I
Thank
plan
you.
on doing a live show from there one night. But no, most of my time will be over at the Crown Plaza, close to the airport, for those of you familiar with the area.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be wearing your prospector's hat and pick and doing that dance, right?
100%. Yes, absolutely.
I'd show up just to see that.
And there's plenty of opportunity to get to that show. It's from the 9th to the 17th.
Yes.
So a little bit longer of a show.
So we run 2 full weekends.
Right. Well, I think it's done on the Saturday, the second Saturday.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah, and you tear down on Sunday.
That's right.
So not too full, but it spans 2 weekends.
It spans 2 weekends.
Yeah. So we don't want people showing up there Sunday. Where's the show? That would be bad.
That'd be rough.
They'd be blaming it on us. Anyway.
We just sell blind flats at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's out at the Crown Plaza. Beautiful facility there at I-70 and Chambers Road, just short of Pena Boulevard. If you fly into DIA, it's just right there.
It is a huge
Yes,
building.
it is a huge building.
Like 250 dealers there?
I don't remember the count, but it's something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's big.
It's big. It's a really good facility. Plenty of parking there. I almost slipped and said plenty of free parking, not to be jealous or anything, but
But it is free.
it is free. So if you're looking for a convenient free show to go visit, there's no entry fee, no parking fee. Go to the Crown Plaza.
Yeah. And
It's a good deal. So, but it's well worth the effort to come downtown to the convention center and see us there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yep, I believe it's $8, something like that. And if you ride the train in to downtown, there's no parking or anything. Good old RTD. It's really simple. There's a train station right there underneath the facility. So I'm not exactly sure of the schedule, but I'm sure if you get onto the RTD website, you can find how you can get to the convention center on the light rail train very easily.
Yeah, I think they run like every 20 minutes or so.
Exactly.
I've taken them to the airport multiple times. It's a good ride.
It is very simple and easy. And don't want to forget this.
No.
We are going to have some amazing new minerals at this show. You want to talk about these a little bit, Christopher?
I absolutely love these. This is one of the things that just made me so excited about coming out here, is seeing this come in just completely covered and go through the cleaning and preparation process to unearth these amazing cassiterite twins underneath. These are basically interconnected, intergrown, cyclic cassiterite twins, little fine bladed crystals, just twins on twins on twins all the way down, and they make just such an incredible texture. They make these almost star-like patterns that you can see in there as they're growing 360 around. They're associated with ilmenite, smoky quartz, hyalite opal, and schorl. Not all of them have the hyalite opal, but the ones that do, I'll just say that's why we're having a UV case.
Right.
But
Exactly.
this is the most UV reactive highlight I've ever seen. It'll actually glow green in daylight, even in shaded daylight. Absolutely beautiful pieces, and just an incredible form on these.
Yeah,
I love these guys.
If you like the Chinese ones, these will blow you away. I mean, there's the intricate twinning, as Christopher was describing, is really, really pretty. And some of them on the coated ilmenites, as Christopher was saying, the highlight opal. Wait until you see our case. Just is all I got to say. Wait until you see them. With a little bit of subtle UV lighting in there, the green highlight opal just glows, and
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty cool. Everybody, you're going to want one of these, I can promise you. And also, before I move on, do you have anything you want to say about those, sir?
Nope.
No? Okay. I bet both of you are going to want to chime in on this one.
Oh, yeah.
We just got a brand new lot of Congo tourmalines that are beautiful.
Yeah, really
just
pretty.
really beautiful.
Some really great tricolors, some really, really gemmy ones as well. Some of the best clarity I've seen in those. And some unusual colors. You see the yellow in there. We have a couple of really nice ones that are predominantly yellow with the more pinkish raspberry base.
Yep. No, these are really nice. These are probably going to just kind of go away in the next year or two. So if you want to get one of these for your collection, this will be the show to come to.
Sure.
We've got several really nice ones. So don't miss us.
I'd say these were really fun to put into the inventory system.
Absolutely. Every one of them is really unique.
Extremely bright colored.
It's not very often that we get a batch of tourmalines that have this open a color. Right? Usually they're much more opaque. So anyway. Any other closing thoughts on the event about to come up on us? I mean, we're all a little blurry here.
True.
It's been
one thing we should mention about the Crown Plaza. You will have a hard time seeing us at the Crown Plaza unless you have a wholesale license, because we are partitioned off from the regular retail side of that show.
Now, one question. I know you have to have the wholesale license, and it's also best to have a physical copy of it with you if you're just to make it easier to check out. Do you have to have a wholesale license to get in the room, or can you get in the room with a business card?
I think I'm not entirely sure. It has been different at both of the shows that I've been to in this location, so I can't say for sure, but the last time, like in April, they were asking for proof of wholesale before they would let you into the wholesale section of the area. So I don't know if I don't know if they're going to continue that or not, but I have been warning everyone else.
Gotcha. Well, like you say, I mean, I remember in years past anybody could wander back there. It was just up to the dealer to do the verification.
Like for instance, I left our booth in April, then came back and I didn't have my badge on, and they stopped me. So.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Well, we'll have to work on that for next year's show. Definitely want to move out to the main floor.
I would either agree, or maybe that we could just
do an additional.
Yeah, or maybe a different kind of check at the wholesale. I don't know if there needs to be a check. I mean, we check for folks' license, so maybe just
Sandra
maybe a sign.
Yeah, Sandra's very responsive. I'm sure she'll be open to your thoughts if you want to talk to her about it.
It could already be taken care of this time, for all we know. It's still a few days away.
We're not the only ones that are in that situation.
Definitely, yeah. No, there's several others that are kind of in the same, where we have both sides of the business. We have wholesale material, but we also have regular retail and keystone material.
So if somebody is at the Crown Plaza and they want to get a hold of you, do you mind giving them your contact?
Everybody can get my contact information off of our website. That actually goes for all three folks sitting here, as well as everybody else that works here. I put it all there.
That's why I'm getting phone calls.
Yep, that's exactly why.
Because I've gotten a couple in the last few days.
Yours has been up there for over a year.
Okay. Just starting to get some people are finally coming around.
Possibly. Well, with our website experiencing difficulties right now, and you can't finish your transactions, I'm not surprised that people are reaching out in different ways.
Right.
So,
just as we were getting it back up again.
We ran into some stumbling blocks, and we're taking a pause until after the show before we decide to go back after them.
Just way too much going on.
Too many moving parts at the moment.
Yeah. We're all kind of figuring out our roles and getting this thing all together without Steve here. So give us a little slack.
No slack to be given.
No slack. We're not slackers. We just need a little slack. Anyway, you want to try and sell a few rocks, or do you have some other thoughts on the show coming up?
I think
any insight?
Well, one of the
things, huge delay on the video.
There is a huge delay.
Anyway,
for those of you who were at the show last year, you will be coming down a different hallway. So I believe when you come down, I think it's hallway F.
I think you're right.
You're gonna. I believe the Evolution show is going to be on your left, and AGTA is going to be on your right, which is probably totally different in the camera. Left, right.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, definitely come
remember,
and see us, and we should be
right,
just to the left on that first row as you come in the door from that hallway.
Correct.
So,
Very correct.
pretty easy to find.
And it'll probably be pretty hard for you to go to the right because they are really picky who they let into the AGT show.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another show where you
They
need to
ask for
register.
credentials, yeah.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that. Anyway, want to sell a couple rocks, guys?
Let's do it.
We'll try.
What have we got?
What do we have? Specimen number 1 here. If I can maneuver around. Here we go. That's still
That one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't have that one.
I have to wait until next week to sell that one.
Yeah, you do. You're getting your own. You know, and
I am. I'm very happy with that one.
Yeah. He's been lusting after that Congo tourmaline for a year, but we can't tell you why.
I do like
Because
that
it's
one.
number 1.
I do like
it's
that.
Number one, yeah. Anyway, our specimen number 1 is a Elmwood calcite, which I fancy very much. It's, I think, a beautiful combination plate. A nice little chert plate with beautiful calcite and some little smattering of sphalerite there off the left. It, I think it's a really neat combination piece for a very reasonable price.
I
Absolutely.
love the asymmetrical balance. It's amazing.
I'm getting a little bit of that. Oh, you see that good ruby jack color coming around there.
Exactly, coming through the sphalerites there. Yep. Let's see if I can go to the still pictures. I just have to do too much scrolling. There's too many pictures in today's show. Anyway, the calcite there that you see in your picture now is 4.6 centimeters tall, and the specimen overall is 10.5 by 10.3 by 2.2 centimeters. So, quite
It's a sizable
Good size
piece.
crystal.
It is a good sized piece, and when you find out the price, you are going to go nuts.
How much is this piece, Rich?
This specimen, let me just flash one more little still picture of that beautiful calcite crystal.
You can't get over how translucent those.
It is. Oh, the
The
sphalerites?
are. I did
They
not
just
notice
glow
that
red.
about this piece until it was on the
Oh,
turntable.
yeah. I love ruby jack.
Yep. And thanks to this beautiful new light that I got here that you are sharing with me, it really helps bring out those colors.
I like the new lights that we've
Yeah.
been using.
Yep. Really
I
nice.
think I even like the wand ones that we have even better.
Even better, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a little bit.
It's
Okay.
incredible sparkle that's coming off the druzy matrix, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Those scores credit. Yep.
That's not a lot of money.
That is not a lot of money. I think for this piece, it's a super deal. And remember, $400 gets this delivered to your door. No shipping for Minerals Live specimens. And I believe in the tradition that Steve Bailing started, everything we own, everything on this show we own. So if you buy all 6 pieces, it's even 10% off of that.
Nice.
Super deal. Moving on to specimen number 2, Colorado Classic here from the Eagle Mine.
This is one I'm not very familiar with.
So it looks like you've dirtied up
I've
my
dirtied it up.
beautiful rhodochrosite with calcium and iron and magnesium, and left me with anchorite.
That is correct. This is kind of an iron dolomite.
Yep. The first time I saw it, I thought it was either dolomite or siderite, and it's actually, very similar.
Very similar.
But you've got calcium, magnesium, and iron together with manganese and oxygen. So kind of several different. It's like you tried. I like this recipe and this recipe and this recipe, and let's just cram them all in one stone.
Jam it in there.
Jam it in there.
Yep.
But absolutely beautiful, beautiful shape to this crystal.
Yep.
Nice contrast with
Clean
the background
rom.
as well.
Yeah, I would say it looks like a frozen rom.
Yep. See if I can get back here. Gosh, gotta figure out how I can do this without all this scrolling.
You need to grow those 2 extra arms I didn't tell you.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right.
Gotta find that radioactive spider.
But the ROM on this piece is 1.7 centimeters on edge, and the specimen overall is 9 by 11.5 by 6 centimeters. Super nice little Colorado Classic piece. And if you come
Absolutely.
as a reminder, if you come to the Hardrock Summit, you will see 2 cases of amazing Colorado rocks. Brian Lees and Dave Bunk are collaborating on a nice Colorado Icons case. So.
And if you're coming to the Colorado show and you're a locality collector, boy, this is the place to stock up on your Colorado rocks.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. see if I can get there. This piece is just $500 today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
sweet
a lot of
little-
associated minerals.
I agree. Anchorite, sphalerite, and I think
something
there's a
else
little
on there too, right?
chalcopyrite in there,
Okay.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's either chalco or just plain pyrite. Nope, it's chalco for sure. Look at that.
That's another one that really likes the light now that I've seen it.
I know. Look at that sparkle as
But
it's
I'd never
twisting.
seen this piece until today, actually.
Really?
Good
So-
lights.
No, I was being serious when I said this one was new to me.
It could be yours.
It could be. I am kind of partial to it. I do like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to give the customers first.
Always.
Yep. Wait for it to come around on the turntable one last time before we move on to specimen number 3. Here we go.
Got some little
Cue
anchorites
it
there
up.
on the side.
Yep.
Actually
And then
sprinkled
nice-
all around there.
That nice focal crystal. Hopefully the self-focusing camera focuses a little better, but it's not. So I apologize for that, folks. The rock is just too big for it to focus properly.
Oh, we're in trouble on the next one then.
Quite possibly. Because it's even a little bit bigger than this one.
Uh-oh.
Yep. But just in case, that's why I always have these still shots.
Wonderful pictures.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's a big boy, and it's one of my favorites.
Yep.
So I got into collecting quartzes in 2019 in preparation of doing a little exhibit on quartz forms, and I really, really love Gwentles.
Mhm.
These are just some of the most interesting forms, the way that they twist. There are a few different things to them, so I don't know if we'll be able to see it in the pictures, but what you have are these quartzes. As you're looking at it from left to right, they're actually twisting in a plane that's, you'll see it when we do it here. You'll see how it's twisting, and you're getting a nice curvature. You can see the light play over it there in the crystals. And interesting things about these is they're either clockwise or counterclockwise, and they can be open or closed. So this one would be, I believe, a clockwise Gwendol, and it is an open form where you're seeing the terminations of the crystals rather than closed, where it would just be all one plane on either side of the terminations of the crystal. Beautiful, beautiful deep color on this one. It's a little sleepy, but it's got really, really great color, and it's actually showing very, very well here. It's looking really good under the light. It's almost
agree.
giving it I don't know, it's just own
Let's
unique
say, you say
luster.
sleepy, but I say with just a tiny bit of backlight,
Yeah.
it glows beautiful.
Well,
It does.
that's it's scattering light really well,
Mhm.
and you're seeing. Look at this color through here, absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
And this one was one that made my jaw drop a little bit when he told me the price on this one.
This is a smoking deal for a piece of this size.
It's huge.
It's 9.5 by 11.5 by 5.5 centimeters.
Wow, that thing's bigger than the palm of my hand.
It is.
Yeah,
That's another one I don't think I've seen until
and
today.
it's sharp too.
Yep. Well, it's been kind of stashed.
It must have been.
Mhm.
Man, that's gorgeous. The
Hmm?
the faces, they're just so clean and sharp.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Now this is a super piece for the price.
You know, I've got that.
Let me get down
I have
here.
one that's similarly shaped to this one in my case in my back office. I don't know
Right.
if you've seen it or not, but it's not. It's what, maybe a third of the size of that,
Okay. Mhm.
if that. I don't even think it's a third of the size of it.
Gotcha. Flip it around here, and we're just spinning it in. Hopefully, it'll make you dizzy. And anyway,
There we go.
This specimen is only $2,400 today for a Gwendol, Italian Gwendol of this size.
And
It's a heck of a
quality.
deal.
Like,
yeah.
It's not just big, but it's very high quality.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really love this piece.
Anyway.
Yeah, if you're into quartz forms, this is a must.
I agree.
And you can either get them here, or you can go dodge boulders in the Alps and try to find one
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm the little cotton line box guy right in there. I like going to shows and doing my discovery there.
There you go. Case collector.
Yeah. Yeah. So much easier.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. Specimen number 4.
Smithsonite.
Smithsonite, a little cadmium smithsonite from New Mexico.
Very nice.
Yeah. Pretty sweet little thing. Feel free to,
It's got really good color.
yeah. You like
It
that
does.
yellow. Very reminiscent of the Sardinian ones.
Oh, I feel like I've said this 3 times already, and I think I have. But I also have not seen this piece ever before until today.
Well, the way you gobble up things around here, we got to get a little careful.
I guess I can understand that.
No, the still is a little darker than it is. This is more representative of the color, I think.
Yeah, it's got
you
a
get
nice
it under the light.
buttery yellow.
Yeah. Super piece. And it was super rare locality. We were lucky to get a couple of pieces of this in a collection of an old mine manager that used to manage mines in Utah and New Mexico. And this is a location that you just don't see on the market. It's the Black Wolf Tunnel in Grant County, New Mexico. And these are just unheard of. When the museum in Socorro found out we had some of these, they bought one right away.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
And frankly, I don't think they got one as nice as this one. So people out there don't think they got the best one. I think this is the best one we got in the whole group. So this
It's
is a pretty good
gorgeous.
opportunity.
Absolutely.
If you're a Smithsonite collector or a cadmium collector, New Mexico collector, North American collector, all of those, this would be a really good piece to get for your collection because you're just not going to find them anywhere. You guys are speechless.
I was going through the various colors of Smithsonite in my head, and I was thinking, what, pink and yellow are two of the more rare colors.
Right.
Yeah, like with a lot of things,
Indeed.
pink and yellow
Indeed.
are always hard to get.
Yep. This is a super nice form. There's kind of a little flare in the middle. It's not just a flat plate. There's a little relief to it.
Mm-hmm.
A very nice little piece. And we think it's nicely priced at just $1,900 net.
Yeah, for how rare this piece is, that's a steal.
Right. Let me get back to the spinny so people can see what the real color is.
Yep.
Yep.
Because it
Those
really
are really good lights.
It really
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
bright. It's that yellow. I would say it's even more yellow.
In person.
Yeah, like just a little bit. It's just
Mhm.
another shade. It's
Yeah. If you're a
it's
folk,
cadmium yellow. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
right, exactly. If you folks are out there familiar with what cadmium Smithsonite looks like, this is a really super example.
Mhm.
For sure. And from, like I say, a location that you just don't see. Grant County, New Mexico.
Oh, and that great double plate there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
It's
really like
so
about it.
nice.
Anywho, some little,
You picked some stunners today, Richard.
well, I like to take care of our viewers.
We got to get everybody excited for the show.
Exactly.
You think they look good here? Wait until you see them in person.
That's true.
Yep. Anyway, another fan favorite is specimen number 5.
Oh,
Everybody loves the apophyllite from India.
man, that's a great color.
Yep. That green is just electric.
Nice little spray.
Mm-hmm.
So many different forms with the apophyllite. You get the disco balls, you get the little sprays. I saw one or two that look kind of like snails almost, where they have the spiky, and when they're on the matrix like that. And I even think I saw some botryoidal ones at the Tucson show this year.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Who had them? Just out of
I
curiosity.
can't remember the dealer. It was the same dealer that had the orange mesolite.
Oh, okay.
Bright orange mesolite that was really cool too.
Wow.
They were pretty close to the center, but I don't remember the dealer's name.
I hate to bring the subject up on the show here, but were they rust color stained or were they dyed?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can never tell. I mean, the rest of the matrix was so white; it was an expert job.
Okay,
If it was. But it was possibly a heavy coating.
Gotcha.
But it didn't look like typically like your most iron oxides. It was a little more vibrant than
Interesting.
that. They were real proud of it.
I bet they were. This is a super little apophyllite specimen, and 4.7 by 8 by 4.7 centimeters, and that spray in the middle there is 2.5 centimeters across. So it's a super little small cabinet specimen.
I love the contrast.
Yeah, for sure.
The white matrix it's got a really good hue to it.
Mhm.
It's very, very clean.
Yep.
Just Jimmy.
Give it one more pass by here. I hope. Are we needed out?
Oh yes.
Okay. Well, we will try to hurry through specimen number 6, and be right there. You didn't know you had somebody coming to see you, Christopher. All right. We will get to the price of this one real quickly then. And whoop, there.
Oh, show that.
Got the
spray
close
again,
up.
because you can see how intricate that nice spray is with the multiple crystals.
Yep.
That's what makes it. I think that's the coolest thing about apophyllite.
Super little piece and a super price at just $1,750.
Man, that is a great
Yep.
price for that guy.
Yep. And since we have somebody beating at the door, we'll get right into specimen number 6, which of course is almost always a rhodochrosite.
Anybody else feel in the mood for bubblegum?
Yeah. Man,
I could go for some bubblegum right
that's,
now.
I was going to say rock candy, maybe. Even.
Mm-hmm. So,
How big is this guy? Oh my goodness, yeah.
That's a good sized piece.
Yeah, it is. I was showing some material from this locality in our Roto live sale that we did last Friday,
Right?
and it was very popular.
Yeah.
I got so much feedback from the folks that were watching that
Mm-hmm.
you know, South African stuff is just so hard to find these days, and
Right.
it's just skyrocketing in price.
Right. Especially this good bazooka gum pink, color. Yeah.
So, what's the locality? I wanted to
This
hear
is it's N Schwanning number 2 mine.
So we were talking about this the other day in the back. You know, is it because I hear some people just say Schwanning, and I have some people say Schwanning, like they just barely emphasize it, and then
The
some
N,
are
right?
in Schwanning. Yeah,
Right.
there's difference.
I think the proper way is to give the N, but to most people, a lot of people just say Schwanning.
Okay.
But
I've heard it every which way,
Yeah.
and I
Yep.
never know if I say it right.
right.
That's why I usually just say South African.
Yeah,
I totally cheap out on it.
yeah, that's from the Kalahari manganese field.
Yeah,
so-
no, I say that one a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
KMF.
Yeah. Anyway, this thing is just a super sweet little piece. You can see how it sparkles as it goes around on the turntable here. And we'll give everybody a price on it here in just a second. There we go. Just $1,400 today.
Whoa, that is a huge amount
That's
of rotochrome.
Huge amount.
A huge amount of rotochrome.
Anyway,
Because the luster on those is really good. Some
Yeah,
of those tend
no.
to be dull, with the pinks.
right. No,
I was showing a few pieces yesterday, and I would say that this one has the way better luster.
Yeah, and really good color too.
Yeah.
Really, really good color.
That's just about top. I can't.
There's the focus.
There we go. Sweet. It finally got in there. Specimen number 6. No, I
Well,
make an
it
extra.
could come at a better time though, because this one it needed that
Indeed.
focus.
Indeed. So, any final thoughts on the upcoming Hard Rock Summit?
Just come down, see us. Plan to stay the day, whether you're going to the Hardrock Summit or the Crown Plaza. You're going to be able to occupy the full day down there. There's lots of great rocks to see and lots of great people to talk to as well. Ask different people about your pronunciations. That's one of the things I always love to do.
Right. How do you pronounce that in Schwanning?
Yeah. For me, I just give it a little bit of the end, just a
Little
little
end.
Schwanning.
No, it'll be a full hall this year. It's going to be a great show. Definitely want to come. Remember, Colorado, especially the Denver area, is a beautiful place. Just an hour away are the mountains. You can go up there, do a nice day drive up there after you in between the show or whatever. You can easily spend a week here.
And the weather's going to be so nice.
So nice.
Knock on
A
wood.
little knocking on the head there,
It's been
but
hot this week.
yeah, not too bad though. It's a dry heat, folks.
Yeah.
Kind of like Arizona.
Good point.
Make sure to bring your water bottles.
Please do. Yeah, stay hydrated. Anyway, hope to see you next week at the Hard Rock Summit. We open on Thursday the 8th at 10 o'clock in the morning, I believe. The show only runs from 10 to 5, folks. It is a downtown venue, so that venue is only 10 to 5. And the
Crown Plaza
goes till
is
6.
6.
Yeah.
Now, our last
From the
day,
9th to the 17th.
Mm-hmm.
our last day on Sunday is 10 to 3.
3 or 4?
Yes,
Okay,
3.
Okay. So, hope to see you there, everybody.
See you there.
Anybody? Nope. Good. We're good.
We're good.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next week at the show. And if not, we'll be back on Minerals Live in a few weeks to give you a review of the show, let you know how everything went. So,
Absolutely.
Little recap action.
absolutely. Appreciate your watching today, and take care.